Hey up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire Geek. A bit of Star Wars news today, and Daisy Ridley has weighed in on the rise of Skywalker, as of Palpatine, retconning The Last Jedi and Rey's parentage, blah blah blah. So let's have a look. This is from Variety. Ooh, posh outlet. For me anyway. As usual, the link's in the description, and like and subscribe. Share the videos, drop a comment in the comments section, hit the notification bell, whatever, or use that function if you're already subscribed. I'm also on Rumble and Anchor.fm and Spotify and what else? Amazon Music Podcasts and Google Podcasts. And I'm also on the social medias on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description, as are the links for my books, Mercury Rapids and Silent Predator. Maybe I'll sell one of these days. Right, so here we go, Variety. Daisy Ridley weighs in on Rise of Palpatine, retconning The Last Jedi and Rey's parentage. It's beyond my pay grade, and there she is. As I said yesterday, I didn't mind her as Rey. I didn't like the character very much, although she was okay in Force Awakens because it were new and we didn't know what were coming next. But she was overpowered. Anyway, who is Rey? It's a question that became one of the defining talking points of the most recent Star Wars trilogy. The answer is simple. She's Emperor Palpatine's granddaughter. Sort of. But the road to get there was anything but. Rey's parentage was kept a mystery in The Force Awakens, which ignited fan theories debating if the character was the offspring of a Skywalker or a Kenobi or so on. The Last Jedi rejected these theories by revealing Rey was no one, an orphan whose parents were not tied to the lore of Star Wars. The Rise of Palpatine then backtracked, revealing Rey as the granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine after all. Given the hugely divisive response to The Last Jedi, as in, nearly everybody hated it. You get some people that loved it. I said, well, the best one since Empire Strikes Back. Delusions. Anyway, Last Jedi. Many people felt the Rise of Palpatine, retconning Rey's no-one parentage and tying her to lineage back to Palpatine was a deliberate choice made by Lucasfilm to satisfy the fandom, which it kind of was. Rey herself, Daisy Ridley, recently weighed in on the retcon debate during an interview with Rolling Stone. J.J. Abrams, mystery box man, was the one who was like, she is of no one. I bet he won, but he didn't. So it wasn't just because he didn't know, because it just sets things up. Anyway, so it wasn't just The Last Jedi where that was the message. Yeah, what? Ridley said, what was interesting about the last one for me was that you can be a hero and not come from anywhere, or you can be a hero and come from literally the worst person in the universe. You're not your parents, you're not your grandparents, you're not your bloodline, and you're not the generations before you. So I always was like, sure. Plus she had no choice. But it's beyond my pay grade, Ridley added. I say the words, do the thing. Yeah, exactly. An adult pretender, as Gary from Nerdrotic would say. But, an okay one. I do love the version of you can be anyone you want to be, but I also love the version where you can rectify wrongs and can't help what you're born into. So there you have it. Ridley was fine with the decision to make Rey a Palpatine, even if she would have loved to have Rey stay a no-one. The actor was always at the centre of fan controversies surrounding Rey, and she even left social media during her Star Wars tenure to do misogynistic backlash misogynistic backlash from toxic trolls. Say that word. There's always idiots. Just ignore them. Ridley recently told Variety that future female Star Wars leads like is that Amanda Stenberg? It's not Amandla, is it? A lot of spelling mistakes in this. Get your bloody proofreaders in order. Anyway, in The Acolyte should just drown out the noise. The world is a crazy place, Ridley said. It's important to tune out the stuff, not just with Star Wars. They just give it one quotation mark there. We've got it in... they're all over the place. But with everything, you try to be in the moment and enjoy what it is, because life moves quickly. Is it a mandler? Well, it must be a mandler. I don't know, 'cause they've done it twice, so they've just copy and pasted it. Stenberg can handle herself. She's been working for a long time. Everyone knows how things are and how they can be, Ridley concluded. We're all living in that, with people saying with people saying more than they need to and commenting more than they need to. So it's so individual. Find the good in it all and enjoy it. Ridley recently debuted her new indie drama, Sometimes I Think About Dying, sorry, laugh, at Sundance Film Festival. What am I laughing for? I don't know. Maybe I'm evil. I don't know. But, yeah. It wasn't JJ's idea, because he didn't have an idea. He didn't know, did he? Everybody says, that he handed in suggestions how he wanted the films to continue, and Ryan Johnson threw them out. But I don't think he did. I think he didn't know. Him and Lawrence Kasdan just made the first part and thought, we'll just leave all the threads hanging. We don't know where it's going to go. They even said that in interviews, both of them. They said, you don't have to explain everything, and that they did that in spades. They didn't explain anything, did they? No. Yeah, they were backtracking. They were trying to please fans, and it backfired. And it was just a terrible ending. I'd like The Force Awakens, because I don't mind it if they ask a lot of questions in the first part and then we get proper answers, good answers, not subverting our expectations, crappy answers. But they just made a mess of it. They just made a mess of it because they didn't have a plan from the beginning, which they should have done, because JJ's all about the mystery box. He's even done TED Talks on it, hasn't he? It's what he loves, and it's what everybody at Bad Robot loves, Bad Reboot. And Secret Hideout, although it seems to be changing a little bit there at the moment, Star Trek. But fingers crossed. But yeah. So there we go. So Daisy Ridley, it's really a non-article, really. She's saying she doesn't really know. It was JJ's idea, and Ryan ran with it. But I think she did. I think she just made that up. I think she's putting words in JJ's mouth. She's also saying she didn't mind either explanation. May could have been a no one, or she could have been a somebody, righting the wrongs of her family's diabolical past. But it still didn't answer all the questions, did it? Why did Luke's lightsaber call to her? Why was she so important in Force Awakens? What girl? And, all that. Who's the girl? There were all that going on, wasn't there? Everybody wanted to know who the girl was. Don't get me started. Right, we'll leave it there. So that's just a bit of Star Wars, nonsense. A bit of fluff, that's what it is. Right, so thanks for watching. Wherever you are in the universe, look after each other. And until next time, I'll see you there.